Dear students, a warm welcome to all of you. I'm your mentor Stanish Kill. Before we begin our today's tutorial, let me give you some basic instruction. All that we are going to learn today is from this wonderful book Speak English with Stanish Kill. This book is available on all the online platforms and top-notch bookstores. You can find the link of this book in the description area. It is my strong suggestion that after watching each video, please refer to this book for detailed explanation and more examples. Remember, you are not watching a movie or a web series. Follow the golden rule. Don't go for the lunch until you have not digested your breakfast. Clear your concept first. Then only move to another video and accordingly to a new chapter. The book and the video is made in a chronological way, referring to as chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, so on and so forth. Please follow the continuity and strictly no overlapping. And for our online course, kindly WhatsApp us at 9136 702 777. I repeat, 9136 702 777. So friends, if you are prepared now with the ground rule, then let's dive into the learning with complete excitement.
Welcome to chapter number 5, Verb. Verb is one of the most important chapter to learn. One cannot form tenses without the understanding of a verb. What is the job of a verb? The job of a verb is to denote an action or the state of the subject and specifies time frame. There are two types of verb: action or dynamic verb and static verb. Let us understand action or dynamic verb. A verb that denotes a physical action of the subject is called a dynamic verb. In this image on the right hand side, you see a boy playing cricket. His name is Santosh. So the sentence reads, Santosh is playing cricket. In the above sentence, the verb playing denotes the action of the subject Santosh and hence it is a dynamic or an action verb. Some dynamic verb examples are: John drinks 1 liter water every morning. I am talking to you. Ramesh is riding the horse. We are dancing on the latest tune. Suresh has flown the kite. The crowd has booed the performer. Amitabh Bachchan has been acting for last 4 decades. People have been doing idol worship since time immemorial. The mother caressed her children. Gunjan was driving at a snail's speed. The lions were roaring at the night. These politicians have been fooling us since ages. The sun will fade one day. Team India will be playing in the Football World Cup. The dancers will have danced by now. Even at an old age will have been trekking in the mountains. In all of these above sentences, the word marked in yellow italic states the action of the subject and hence it is a dynamic verb. Moving on. State or static verb. The static verb denotes the like, dislike, thoughts, wants, need, opinion, appearance, senses, ownership and relation of the subject. Static verb hold no physical action. I like nature. It's a static verb. Why? Because the verb like does not hold any physical action. Some static verb examples are: we all love money. Initially, people hated cheese. Those foreigners disliked our spicy Indian food. I wish love, harmony and brotherhood for the world. We all need love and respect. He looks like my cousin brother. I have a bungalow in my native place. He seems to be exhausted. I prefer cold coffee. We remember him yesterday. Daddy has forgotten his promise once again. You think too much. Everyone knows your secret. Wet mud smells so good. I feel cold. We all believe in God. In all of these above sentences, none of the yellow italic marked verb carry any physical activity, and hence it is a stative verb. Moving on. Helping verb or auxiliary. The job of the helping verb or auxiliary is to denote the time frame of the action and form a tense. Present tense. Do, does, am, is, are, have, has been, have been. Past tense. Did, was, were, had been. Future tense. Will be, will have been, shall be, shall have been. We will understand the helping verb or auxiliary usage in detail in the tense chapter. So before we move on, let us recapitulate. We have learned three types of verb: action or dynamic verb, stative verb, and auxiliary. The job of a dynamic verb is to denote the action, and the feature is it has physical action. The job of a stative verb is to denote the feeling possession of the subject, and it does not have any physical action. The job of auxiliary is to denote the time frame or state of the subject, and it helps to form the tense. Simple, isn't it? Moving ahead. The two types of verbs are regular verb and irregular verb. Regular verb. A verb that forms their past simple and past participle by adding d, ed, id to the base form is a regular verb. Irregular verb. Some verbs form their past simple and past participle in different ways. Such verbs are called irregular verbs. Now before we get into the example, let me explain you there are four different forms of verb: base form, present participle, past simple and past participle. Now what is base form? Base form is nothing but the origin of the word, from where the word is derived. Present participle, we derive present participle by adding ing to the base form. Past simple, we derive past simple by adding d, ed, id to the base form. Past participle, we derive past participle once again in regular verb by adding d, ed, id in the base form. Now let us read some examples. Walk. Walk is in the base form. In present participle it becomes walking. In past simple it becomes walked, and in past participle it becomes once again walked. Work, working, worked, worked. Travel, traveling, travelled, travelled. Stitch, stitching, stitch, stitch. Smile, smiling, smiled, smiled. Count, counting, counted, counted. Bargain, bargaining, bargained, bargained. Dress, dressing, dressed, dressed. Calm, calming, calmed, calm. So, if you read the sentence, the whole example, you will see that in regular verb, the past simple and the past participle are one and the same. And that's the reason it's called regular verb. Let's move forward. Irregular verb. Now, as we already understood that in irregular verb, the simple past and the past participle are in different form. Let's see. In irregular verb, the verb fly in present participle become flying, in past simple become flew, and in past participle become flew. Take becomes taking, in past simple it becomes took, and in past participle it becomes taken. Steal, stealing, stole, stolen. Shake, shaking, shook, shaken. Go, going, went, gone. Drink, drinking, drank, drunk. Write, writing, wrote, written. Know, knowing, knew, known. And some verbs remain same in past simple and past participle. Some examples are meet, meeting, met, met. Sweep, sweeping, swept, swept. Have, having, had, had. Hurt, hurting, hurt, hurt. So friend, I'll request you to kindly read the book because there are many examples in the book. And once you go through it, it will help you in terms of forming the tenses. So friend, with this, we come to an end. Please like, comment, follow and subscribe. And share it to your friend. Let knowledge reach to the world.